I'm probably gonna get bullied for this video, but I don't really care. Hey y'all, it's me Nat and I'm back today with another video. Today's video is gonna be like a life update, get to know me. I don't know, we'll see how it probably won't even surface, but it's currently Friday night, 8:16 p.m. and I'm just sitting in my dorm. I don't know, I just want to talk. I just want to talk about my channel. I just want to talk about my future. I just want to, I don't know. Sometimes I go on my laptop and do like little video diaries. And I was like, why not just post it one day? Like, balls to the wall, you know? Posting my little video diary, basically. Okay, I just started rambling and talking and I got totally off topic. So I'm trying this again. I'm Nat, I'm 19, from Houston, Texas, but I currently live in Washington, D.C. because I go to Howard University. A little recap, just analyzing life, talking about life. This time last year, I was about to get into a long-awaited relationship with somebody that I had been off and on with for like 4 years. And we were very, very talkative to each other. And our relationship just ended up being not what we wanted, or not at least what I wanted. I can't speak for anybody else, but it just wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what I saw for myself. It was just like all I could see at that time. And there were a lot of highs and there were a lot of lows, but we were never just like constant and like consistent, and I needed that in my life, so it didn't end up working out. May we were together still. I had prom, I was prom queen. It was graduation season, it was prom house, it was ball for my like dance team. It was a great month. I was tan, I was skinny, but not for the right reasons, but I was skinny. I had just dyed my hair, like it was hot. It was real hot. It was super fun. June was a really good month. I was just going out a lot, like to clubs and parties and like hanging out with all my friends and stuff like that. I had like this like friend group called Potato Juice, is what our group chat was called. And it was like 10 or 12 of us, so we just always did everything, like all of our prom, spring break, all that we did together in like a group. So I was hanging out with them, hanging out with some other people, old friends, whatever. Come like end of June, me and him ended up breaking up. Yeah, I don't know, I don't want to speak too much on that because we broke up, but it was still like dragged out and a whole big thing. And it was just like, it's hard to let go of somebody that you've known since you were 14. Like I was 18 going on 19. It took a while for us to really be done. But trust me, we got to being done because we broke up in June. July, I went to the mall with my bestie, and I'll be inserting pictures of all this stuff. July, I went to the mall with my bestie and just like on a fluke met somebody. And just like, you know, got his number, whatever, like how you do when you go to the mall and you look cute, whatever. And I ended up talking to him and really, really liking him. We went on a date, and then he ended up leaving for the army the next morning. So that sucked because I was like, ugh, then when they got away. But we stayed in touch, and he ended up like flying out to go see him later on. And so I did that, and that was fun. I really, really liked him. And then I got back, and then it's like August now. And I'm finishing up with working, and I'm finishing up all my school stuff. And then just friend stuff started going weird. I started like just hanging out with different people, talking to different people, like because I'm about to leave. So I'm just like trying to see and make time for everybody who's been in my life, because I'm not going to be able to see them as much anymore. So that was really, really hard, saying goodbye and stuff. And then literally as I'm on my way to Washington, D.C., there's like Potato Juice just blows up. Like it started from one small argument, and then we're just going at it, and we're like, you don't speak on that, and you don't get to speak on this, and why are you talking, and blah blah this, blah blah that. Like we're really going at it. And it's like me and like my girlfriends and like some of the guys, and there's like some middlemen, whatever. It's just like these people who I literally like went through some of the most important times of my life with. We were all just going at it, and we ended up just like totally falling apart. Like Potato Juice is gone, done, cut off. That just really sucked. And just like that whole summer with them was so fun, and that whole summer in general was just like probably one of my top summers for sure. And so just like leaving all of that, and then having to literally leave, like lose my whole friend group, leave my family, leave my friends, and then just come to this whole new place that I've never been before because I never did a college tour. Basically leaving everybody sucked, and having my friend group blow up sucked. Got here, met my roommate, she was cool. We didn't really get along that well. She ended up moving out around November, so I've had a single since November. Don't tell anybody that. It's the biggest blessing ever. I will literally, it's so worth it if you pay extra for it. Like I don't blame you at all, because it's been absolutely amazing. And like being an only child, living with somebody in my space that much, sharing everything, being understanding, listening to her like conversations and stuff, like go for it. But no, it didn't work for me, and I was like miserable. Just not because of her as a person, just having another space, another person in my space. I mean, like having another being. It was just like really, really hard for me, and I didn't adjust well. And I was very uncomfortable in my own space because I didn't feel like it was my own space. So yeah, fingers crossed I don't get a roommate like this semester either, knock on wood. Fast forward to October, I go home for my birthday. There's a video on that if you want to see everything I did. And I just only saw like my 5 closest friends and then like family and stuff like that. Didn't speak to anybody from Potato Juice, didn't speak to any anything, no old nobodies, whatever. Yeah, so that was kind of different. Came back here, it was just like literally finals week. And then I went back home, my baby cousin was born. I literally only have known him for like 2-3 weeks, and he's my favorite person in the entire world, and I love him so much, and I'm so glad that he was born because my cousin knows how much I wanted her to have a baby. So she did that for me. She was really looking out for me. I really appreciate it. We got locked in, Ash. I love you. Military man is what we're gonna call him for now. I've always called him that. I saw military man like almost all of break. Like I saw him so much, and we just were figuring us out, figuring a lot of stuff out, figuring out what we're doing, how we're gonna go about it, how stuff was gonna work, if we really wanted to do what we were doing and everything like that. But being at Howard, I'll say that like now that I made it through my first semester and I finished with a 3.5 GPA, it's cool. It takes a lot of adjusting. I'm definitely more adjusted now than I was first semester. First semester was really, really hard. It's not that lit. Like, it's not how it looks on social media. It's not that fun. Everything is very hush. Everything is very low-key. Like, you just need to know about shit, which I usually don't, because if you don't tell me, how am I supposed to know? I'm not gonna go looking for it. I don't know what I'm looking for, you know? So that was just kind of annoying. And then, like, the whole, like, fashion scene, like, it's very competitive here. Like, the way you dress, the amount of money you have, the shoes you wear, the clothes you wear, the car you drive at home, like, all that stuff matters a lot here. And I don't really like that. Like, I don't really care, though. Like, I'm popping out in my freaking Converse. I did get really, really homesick, too. Like, I missed home bad. I cried every day probably for about 4 months. So from, like, August until like November, I think I cried like every day. But I'm also like a mama's girl and an only child, so you know. So when I went for my birthday, I turned 19. Obviously my 19th birthday vlog, it's literally up. And so with 19, a lot of stuff does actually change. It's a lot more adulting, living on your own, especially once my roommate moved out. I really was like, I literally moved, like left home, moved out. I live on my own in like an apartment essentially. Like that's basically what it is. Like, yes, it's a dorm. Yes, I can go to the cafe if I wanted to, but it's just like, it's not being at home with your parents. It's not in high school. It's definitely a big drastic change. And I'm like a whole adult. Like I have to keep myself alive. That's crazy to say. That's crazy to think about. Being alone was really hard for me too, which is crazy because like I said, I'm an only child. I'm alone a lot, which means I need people. Like people, my friends are more important to me than the average person because I don't have siblings or like cousins around me or my age. So my friends become that. And so like my friends at home were like sisters to me. But coming up here, I didn't have that anymore. And girls here can be very, very catty because everything is just so competitive. And the Southern hospitality lacks, obviously, because I'm up north. And just the manners and the kindness really, really is like terrible up here. And so that was like really hard to getting adjusted to it. And then just like being by myself a lot, it just sucked. And like I'm an animal person and I obviously can't have like a dog or a goldfish. I had some turtles for a second and they were really cool. I liked them a lot. If I had like a roommate that I liked or like that was my friend before, that would have been a lot better. Or if I had a pet, but whatever. And just like procrastinating and like trying to motivate yourself is really hard. You have to really be self-disciplined. And like I'm used to having a full booked strict schedule that I have to live by. And so when I had my own freedom, all I did was just lay around and sleep and cry and watch TV because it was just like, one, it was like a breath. Like I was doing it for me partially because high school was so crazy, but also like I didn't want to do anything because I didn't have to. I really want to make this video because the current state I'm in, I'm losing my fucking mind. Sorry, I am. I'm losing my mind. I'm in this dorm all by my lonesome. I need to learn how to deal with stress and anxiety. My anxiety is so bad right now that I literally like, any confrontation is too much for me. Any heated conversation is too much for me. Taking a shower is too much for me because I have now twice almost passed out in the shower and had to like turn off the water, jump out cold and wet and like lay in my bed. Seeing spots, like almost passed out twice now. I'm always just like on edge and stuff, but I never actually like just get my feelings out. I don't know. My body has just been absolutely like terrible. And I know like a lot of this goes along with like social media, which is something I wanted to touch on. I literally had to delete, or I took down a lot of my pictures because I was like, they're just not clear enough, they're not hot enough, like everything was wrong with them. And I was just picking myself apart. My body didn't look good, my hair didn't look good, my skin didn't look good, and I took down like almost all my pictures. And then I would just scroll through Instagram and I'd see all these girls going and traveling or living by themselves or having a dog or like the dumbest thing. And I was just like pulling myself apart and praising these people that I didn't even know on social media and letting it affect how I thought about myself. Oh, they have that and they're my age and I don't, and stuff like that. Or their body looks so good and my body does not look like that, so I need to take this picture down. And I ended up just deleting Instagram as a whole because it was just like so bad for me. And like right now it's just not what I need to be focused on. My skin is breaking out with the stress and anxiety. I feel like my body isn't good. My eating habits have always been terrible, but they're bad again, which is scary because I start to obsess over like weight. Like I've been working out, which is supposed to be a good thing, but I just want a fat ass at this point. Like I don't even care, and a flat stomach. That's it. It's just social media is really bad. I just feel like I'm never doing enough, or I'm never doing anything right, or I'm not at my like full potential, which I hope I'm not at my full potential. I'm only 19. But it's just like really, really hard. I have no motivation. I didn't even finish Vlogmas. I have no motivation to make videos right now because I just don't feel like my nails are done, my hair is done, like my lashes are gorgeous, my skin, my eyes, like all of the things that I could be grateful for, and I'm just picking out the stuff that isn't, the stuff I don't have, which everyone does, but I've been doing it a lot more recently and I've realized that. And when I get like this, I refuse to just be like a Debbie Downer or just continue in the cycle. So I just deleted Instagram, trying to save myself, focus on something else, do something I love. I've been journaling, I've been coloring. You know, I'm trying to find things that work for me. Sleeping helps because I don't know, my body does not need a lot of sleep to run efficiently. So I can fully function off like 4 hours of sleep every night, maybe 5. So I've been trying to sleep more just because like the bags are in my eyes. No. Broke out really bad due to like stress and stuff, and that made me mad, so I stopped wearing makeup completely. I only wear mascara, no face makeup for like a week it's been, and I've been drinking like a lot more water, and I've been working out consistently. I'm really just trying to lose weight and tone my body and just do everything that I can to make myself feel better instead of complaining about the things that I don't do or don't have. Yeah, it's definitely like a work in progress. That guy that I was with over break, I still talk to him. We're not doing the best right now, which is adding to my stress and anxiety, but I've been venturing out and trying to make more friends. But it's hard because I get overwhelmed and like over people so easily. Like there'll be a week where I'll never ever be in my dorm. Like I'm always go, sleep when you're dead. Like who cares? Like that's my motto. And then the next week that shit catches up to me and I'm dead. I'm no fun to be around. All I want to do is sleep, be by myself, don't answer the phone, don't want to go anywhere, don't invite me. But then I'm sad and then I feel left out, and then the next week I go and I say yes to everything and I go out all the time. It's a whole vicious cycle. I don't know. This is 12 minutes of me just talking, and I have not found one answer for myself. I'm trying so hard to do everything right and do what I need to do and get everything that I need to do done. Just feel like it's not enough. When times get hard, for me, I just go completely ghost, MIA, cold shoulder to people, and I don't want anyone around, and I know that that's a problem. And I know that I'm very blunt. I wouldn't call it me. I would call it blunt. Like I just say what I think. I say what's honest. I say the truth. And like my friends back home are used to that because I've been the same my whole life. But the people here think I'm like actually mean and trying to hurt their feelings. I'm not trying to though. Yeah.